My name is Salim. Hello. Oh man, Salim. Salim, when you watch this, the worst thing, my brother, I fucking love you, bro. What a shame that you're suffering this much. Truly, my brother, I pray for your happiness. Salim!
Richard Vobes was promoting this event on his channel.
Firstly, there's this one in London. It's called Beyond the System, Live Sovereign Seminar. That's on the Saturday, the 18th of October 2025 from 10 till 6 at the Tabernacle Theatre in London.
I think it's time to make a fuss. I don't think this sort of thing should be allowed to happen. At the very least, the people who own this building, the theatre company who operates the building, maybe they should know just who they've allowed to book this space. But perhaps there are other stakeholders in the area. Maybe there are anti-racism groups or anti-fascism groups in the community that might want to know that a sovereign citizen group is trying to take over the theatre for the day. Perhaps there are local press organisations. Maybe if you're a resident, you'd just like to pop in and explain to the Tabernacle Theatre just what's going on. The chances are, if the people who run this theatre knew just who they were getting into bed with, they would be somewhat upset because of the potential of reputational harm by dealing with people like this. So what I'd like you to do is please just comment on this video. If you can think of a way of raising some kind of awareness, I would love to see this event cancelled. Not just because I don't think this is an appropriate use for the theatre, but I want people to understand that if you advertise your event on the Richard Vobes show, then people who actually care, people who understand what the SovCit movement really is, will make sure that event gets shut down. Because Richard Vobes, Sovereign Pete, Pissy Dave, all of these nutters, they should be considered to be utter pariahs because they promote scams, illegal activities. They are charlatans who are promoting conspiratorial nonsense, and we just shouldn't stand for that.
Yo, people. Today is the October the 2nd, 2025. Today I'm going to be speaking about the Sovereign Seminar with Ascending Tribe. The most powerful sovereign event this side of Europe, this side of the 21st century. 6 of the most potent, powerful speakers that are helping to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Now, if you've been following our page, if you've been following Ascending Tribe, if you've been following me, Indigo, you will understand that we've had to change the location. And I'm going to be speaking a little bit about that today. Speaking about turning poison into medicine. Speaking about when you're on the right path, how you will meet with incredible resistance. And how it is actually confirmation that you're doing the right thing and that you mustn't be defeated. The event right now, the venue that we were going to use, unfortunately is pulled out. And we're going to speak about why it's pulled out and what's happened. So me and Alex, Chris, we received an email from the venue saying that we've had to pull out, unfortunately, because of a number of kind of almost threatening emails that they received. So we was like, what do you mean? And a whole bunch of people must have been emailing the venue saying that we was going to cause a great threat to both the speakers on the stage, to the people coming, and to people in the area of even London. Yeah. So we was like, wow, this must be coming from some kind of higher power.
This is the event that Richard Vobes was promoting in his show this morning. It's clearly a sovereign citizen bullshit event, but I noticed that the venue where they're presenting it is Arts Council funded, and that means they have to comply with quite a strict ethical policy, which surely could not be compatible with promoting sovereign citizen bullshit, however much they're paying. So as much as I'd love to attend, I'm just wondering if the right thing to do is to inform the theatre that of the nature of what it is that they're proposing to host. Hey, I would really appreciate it if other members of this group were willing to send a letter to the theatre just to point out the dangers of allowing this kind of event to take place. I pulled out a lot of the data just using AI research, deep research stuff, so I can post the basic set of facts and then allow people to use their own best ways of composing a response.
And it's basically someone who is in a group, and there was a person, and we're going to speak about this person, there was a person doing everything he can to destroy the ascending tribe. Everything he can to destroy, slander, and change the opinions of all of the speakers. We're talking about someone without a shadow of a doubt being paid by some kind of lodge. Someone's paying this person to create absolute disharmony. If you vibe with what we're doing, if you vibe with the ascending tribe, if you understand our mission, I would invite you to send me a message, and I want you to email the venue for us and let them know that you're disappointed that you would let slanderous acts like that stop one of the most profound and powerful movements towards bringing about a change. If you love and respect our message, please send me a DM. I'm going to send you a very basic template, and then please add your own. Please send an email on our behalf to the venue and let them know that you don't like this. You don't like that this has stopped. And I just want to say this out loud to this man. His name's Salim. He's so irrelevant. Salim Fadhley, or aka Raynard Wilson. Check out the channel called Mind of Still. Straight away you're no doubt thinking, wow, this is a man who's created a YouTube channel mocking Mark Still. I've met him a few times. Quite an intense and strong character. So this person, Mark Still, is here for the people, it seems. But this person, Raynard Wilson, has created a YouTube channel mocking him from the start, Mind of Still. They have worked together to coordinate getting our event shut down. So anyway, let's carry on, yeah? And let's have a little look at this person together. This is the person. Yeah, this is the character that's going out of his way to try and destroy any kind of sovereign event in the UK. You can see he's coming after Pete. He's coming after Richard Vobes. He's coming after Mark Still. He's coming after anyone who's trying to change the world. I don't know if he's mentally balanced to have all this time on his shoulders to be slandering people for no reason. I don't know if he's also smart enough to realize the amount of proof that we have that you're using these defamation claims to try and destroy our company. So anyway, we'll carry on. He created a video specifically trying to shut down our event. You can see that there, look. Let's get the Richard Vobes event shut down. By the way, it isn't a Richard Vobes event at all. So he doesn't even know what he's speaking about. It is an ascending tribe event. Richard Vobes has nothing to do with it other than he promoted it once on his page. And we've just got this guy, Salim, as a bully, you know, making content and just bullying people. And we don't like bullies on this side. That's why I'm out here exposing you right now. So anyway, so Companies House, as you know, is where you register your company. So this is him, yeah? Salim Fadhley, I believe, Christopher, yeah? Now this person has one company. This is very significant. When was he appointed the director of this company? 22nd of December 2020, a few months after the pandemic around the world was created. So you can imagine March was the pandemic, and then from December, People were starting to become activists, speaking out, exposing things. And suddenly, he's made the director of a company in December 2020. The reason I'm mentioning this company is because it was called Team Rocket. Now, let's look at Team Rocket, yeah? First of all, let me read to you what Team Rocket is, what it actually means. So, Team Rocket in Pokemon is considered bad. They're a villainous organization. In the game, Team Rocket is a more sinister crime organization that steals Pokemon, runs underground operations, and uses Pokemon for profit. He's a ruthless character. So basically, it is a villainous organization. The company made in 2020, after the pandemic, that this man is the only person registered to, and he's the director in 2020, is called Team Rocket, which is a criminal syndicate from a Pokemon movie. Very interesting, yeah? Very interesting. Designed to destroy the light. Let's have a look at it together. If we look at the incorporation documents, if we look at the last company accounts, remember, this man is by himself. No one else works for him. Just one person registered to this company. We're looking at payments of almost more than £250,000 being sent to this person's company. Team Rocket, which is a criminal syndicate in Pokemon designed to steal Pokemon and run underground operations. Yeah, we're looking at big sums of money here, £250,000. Yeah, this was for Team Rocket's accounts up to 31st of March 2025. Let's look at this one up to March 2024. So this is a year ago. Let's see how much money was going through this guy's account. Big money, £250,000 again. £250,000 again. What does it claim that this company even is, you know? So, the reason that this is significant, guys, is because without a shadow of a doubt, he's paid by the cabal, by the Freemasons, by the deep state, to slander people. All you got to do is go on his YouTube channel, and he's got a very professional setup, and he is consistently going after people like me, people doing the work. A clear, paid plan, as Alex just said in Ascending Tribe. So normally I wouldn't want to give people airtime. I wouldn't want to expose people's. Like, people can cuss me off and laugh about us all the time. But for me and Alex and for Chris and the people at Ascending Tribe, it has been the most liberating, amazing, eye-opening situation. It's been the fuel to our fire to make us upgrade every single thing, to make sure that every venue that we work with are benevolent, know who they're working with. Salim Fadhley, whatever your name is, you're looking at your bro Indigo right now, my brother. You didn't get the date of our event right, and you're saying that it's a Richard Vobes event. So it's just embarrassing how much information you don't know. We are undefeated. Salim Fadhley, thank you for the liberation. Thank you for your isolated, directed hate towards us, because you've activated us, baby. You have no idea the golden memory this is for us as a collective now. At this early stage of our development. You have no idea, truly, the golden memory that you've given us. And as you can imagine, the powers that be, the people that are trying to stop this awakening from happening, they're paying people like Salim Fadhley, who, by the way, is a self-proclaimed actor. Man's an actor at like Edinburgh Fest or whatever, doing like improv. He's an actual actor. Yeah, exposed on Company House with a company called Team Rocket, started in 2020, just after the pandemic, being paid £250,000 all the time in order to consistently make YouTube videos for his like few hundred followers. Jeez. Thank you, Salim. Thank you, bro. You have no idea what you've just done for us, for the public, for the people, them. Nah. The Freemasons went, brother, you ain't doing this. We're sending you Salim. They sent Salim. Didn't work, bro. Did not work. It fucking turned us on. I'm turned on. Like, I'm actually turned on. Like, let me calm that down. I'm turned on, bruv. We are doing the work. We ain't going to be defeated. We're winning every single time. Salim! Yes! Oh, my God. Yo, so, hold us in your prayers. Hold Salim in your prayers, man. Chant for his happiness. Imagine being someone that wakes up to take the mick out of people you've never met. And then you have me on the phone singing your name. Salim! Salim, dum ba dum ding dum da dum da da. It's some Aladdin thing. Actually, a bonnet thing. My name's Salim, la 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 lim, la 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 lim. My name's Salim, I'm paid by the Freemasons. bro. Yeah! My name's Salim, la 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 leem, la 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 leem. Oh, wait, man. Wait, one more thing. Let's go. My name is Salim. Hello. Man said Salim Halim Falim, for they could come for the kings and the queens of this new age shift. They're doing it. They're celebrating us. They're celebrating us to cancel our event, and we ain't cancelled. Salim! Yeah, we are coming hard with the information. That's why Salim and his Freemason friends have tried to stop us. That's why Salim is trying to come for us. Yeah, ain't gonna work, baby. Salim, when you watch this, the worst thing, my brother, I fucking love you, bro. What a shame that you're suffering this much. Truly, my brother, I pray for your happiness. Salim! Salim! Boya!